Steve Jobs died a billionaire at the age of 56 with a capital of $7 billion from pancreatic cancer. And these are just some of his last words at this moment. Lying in bed, ill and remembering my whole life, I realize that all the recognitions and wealth are insignificant in the presence of imminent death. As we get older, we get smarter, and we slowly understand that whether the clock is worth $30 or $300, they both show the exact same time. Whether we drive a $150,000 car or a $2,000 car, we'll arrive at the same destination. So there are 5 facts that cannot be denied. Don't educate your children to be rich. Educate them to be happy, so when they grow up, they will know the value of things and not their price. Eat your food as a medicine. Otherwise, you will have to eat your medicine as food. The one who loves you will never leave you. Even if you have 100 reasons to give up, you will always find a reason to hold on. There's a big difference between being a human and being. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together.
All right, so listen, I wanted to give you that little intro because I just wanted to wake you up and realize that the way we talk about money, the way we think about money, the way we push in this whole world of I need more, I need more, I need more. Sometimes you got to realize that there are more important things to life than money. Now, this clip with Steve Jobs shows you that 7 billion didn't save his ass. Didn't. So it tells you something. Well, what is more important than money? Health. The number one thing that you need and you take for granted, especially in the Western world, is your health. It's worth more than money. How much would you give right now if you had a heart problem? How much would you pay for a heart? How much would you pay for a lung if you had a lung disease? How much would you pay for a liver, a kidney? But yet, most of you walk around obese. You abuse your body with alcohol, your sugar, drugs. You take it for granted because you're chasing the money. You got it wrong, my friends. I wanted to start off with that video because I felt it was impactful enough to get your attention. In these segments of Let's Talk Money, I'm not just talking about helping you make money, but helping you understand life with and without money. Because most of us aren't going to have all the money we need. Most of us not going to have all the money we want. And so we have to change our mindset. Because I can tell you, like he said, whether you have a watch, a $30 watch or a $300 watch, hey, it's going to tell the same time. Now, some of you are going to come back at me, but, well, Paul, I mean, the $300 one, makes you look good. Who gives a shit? Who really cares? Who are you trying to impress? Who are you trying to impress that would care if you have a $300 watch or a $30 watch? Listen, man, I just sold my Cartier, right? Just sold my Cartier. How much did I get for it? Now, I had that Cartier for 22 years. I think I got $3,500 for it. $3,500. And I think I paid something like $5,500 or $6,000 for it. It's a long time ago. It was a lot of money back then. But the point is, it looks good, but it was not serving me because I was wearing my electronic watch because it basically gave me heart rate, how many steps I took per day. It was giving me a lot more usage rather than walking around with an expensive looking watch that I had no use for except to give me the time. Just give me the time. I rarely wear expensive suits anymore, and I rarely go into any big corporate environment. So it wasn't serving a purpose. So it was sitting in my drawer for years. And when I mean years, I'm talking about over 8 years, 9 years. So I sold it and I bought a better computer so I can edit faster. There we go. So guys, I want you to think with a different mindset when it comes to this episode of Let's Talk Money.
Let's talk money. Let's talk money. Let's talk money. With the older man, he's got the wisdom, honey. Remember, whenever you're in doubt, always ask an older man, he'll show you the right route. Oh, the wisdom of the elders is gold.
because I want you guys to feel happier about life. But in turn, I'm going to still teach you and I'm going to still educate you on how to make money. Because if you're not making enough, you're going to be miserable anyway. So let's proceed. But please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to book a session, get me over on askanolderman.com. Book a half an hour, 1 hour session if you need to talk to someone with a little common sense. Okay? All right, let's listen to this gentleman here.
If you want to hit $5,000 in a year, understand you have 52 weeks. That's $97 a week. Every week, if you save $97 a week, you'll hit your $5,000 mark. If you want to hit $10,000 in a year, that is $185 a week. All you have to save is $185 a week, and you'll hit $10,000 in a year. If you want to hit $20,000 in a year, that is $370 in a week. So if you're in a couple or you're in a relationship, split it. $370 a week, $20,000 in a year. If you want to hit $50,000 in a year, that is $962 a week. So if you split that between you and your woman, $962 a week, and you'll hit $50,000 in a year. If you want to do the big boy, $100,000. That is $1,923 every week for 52 weeks, and you'll hit $100,000. So my suggestion to anybody that's looking at these numbers, you should be finding a mate that can offset these numbers. So if you do your $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 goal, you and your partner should be able to split this in half every week, and you guys could be able to acquire an asset. Therefore, moving forward, there is no point in 2024 to be dating someone and we don't elevate each other economically, mentally, spiritually, all of the above. So understand, if you want to make...
Now, the brother just breaking down some simple math, okay? And I wanted to show you this video because I was talking to a young lady in the gym the other day, and she's in her 30s. She'd been here in Dubai for over 5 years. And we're talking about how expensive Dubai is getting. And I asked her, so have you saved any money since you've been here? And she says, not a dime, not a dime. I haven't saved one penny. I'm just living month to month. And she's British. And I said, but that's not a good thing. I said, you're single. You have no one to split your expenses with. And you're going to go back to the UK, a more expensive country, eventually. Broke, older, broke. And she said, yeah, I'm very worried. I'm very concerned. And I said, why don't you just start small? Why don't you just save a little, just $50, $60, $100 a month? Can you not afford that? Well, I suppose I can. I said, you suppose you can, or you don't want to? Or do you see it as an insignificant amount? Because here's the reality. In another year from now, you're going to be exactly where you are if you don't start putting something away. This is the problem that most people have, is that they think that a little bit is too much of a small investment to be significant. And I'm here to say, based on what this guy just told you, if you think about it on a very small basis, over time, that money accumulates. It accumulates very quickly. $5,000, that's it. You want $5,000 extra dollars by the end of this year? Do what he just said. 52 weeks. Break it down. I think the best analogy to give you is if I told you to go run a marathon tomorrow, I think it's what? Marathon is how many miles, babe? Marathon is 26.2 miles. I ask her because she's done a marathon before. You won't get my ass running a marathon. 26 miles. You don't just run 26 miles. You build up. You start training first week, okay, half a mile. Second, third month, you're up to 2 miles. By the time you reach the year, you've already accumulated enough training to get you to 26 miles. You get my point, guys? So focus on the small amounts every week, every month, just a small amount. I will remind you guys of this small amount, this small accumulation over time on every single video I do, because everybody thinks that they don't make enough money to save. And that's where the problem comes in. but they don't think about small amounts over time. But yet, when the time is up, 5 years down the line, they're still standing where they were, they haven't made a step, then they'll realize, shit, yeah, maybe 5 years ago, if I had listened to what you said, I would have been a lot better off. One thing you cannot get back is time, guys. Just remember that.
Netflix doesn't want you to get in shape. Hulu doesn't want you to write a book. Dating apps don't want you to get married. If you get married, you break the dating apps algorithm. Their goal is you have 100 meaningless hookups. That's their goal because you stay a subscriber. They're not trying to help you have a long-term marriage.
What's happening? He's on to us, Ned.
That's not their business model. So you first and foremost have to go, if the average American is watching 34 hours of TV a week right now, according to Nielsen, that time is taken from something else that matters. So it's so like the first thing you should do is go, I know why it's hard to focus. I know why I feel afraid. There's a whole industry that doesn't want me to change, that doesn't want me to grow, that doesn't want me to stay connected to my family and my dreams. And so you're up against a huge, huge machine. And I think we sometimes forget that.
Man, guys, you have to listen to that again. You have to understand that every single organization that keeps you hooked on them don't want you to succeed. Listen to what I just said. They don't want you to succeed. They have no interest in seeing you succeed. Netflix want you to keep flicking, going from one episode to the next. The longer you stay on their platform and the more you're hooked on their movies, the more money they make. Simple. Same with YouTube. Same with every dating app. Point is that all of these massive corporations don't have your best interests in mind. You got to break yourself away from it and make sure that you're focusing on your side hustle. When you come home from work, you got to say, all right, I got 20 minutes of YouTubing, Hulu, Netflix, that's it. I need to put in 2 hours on my education or my side hustle, and then I can take a break. You got to look at the things that you're doing on the side for entertainment as a reward after you have done something productive. Most people don't push like that. They think, I came home after my 9 to 5, I'm finished, I'm exhausted. I need to rest, I need to decompress. I need to just watch some Netflix. I need to endlessly scroll through YouTube and Shorts and TikTok for the next 4 hours before I fall asleep. When all it would take is for you to just say, hey, I'm going to put in an hour on researching a new side hustle. 1 hour. That's it. Even 45 minutes. All right. Yesterday, I researched it. Today, I'm going to write out a business plan. Next day, all right, I'm going to do a plan of attack. Okay, I need to find the tools that I need to execute this plan now. Next hour, the next day, okay, I run down to the store during my lunch hour or whenever, and I can buy whatever I need to get my little side hustle running. And like I said before, the accumulation of savings or investments, small amounts, those small little things that you do every day on the to-do list, they accumulate into huge movements over time. Instead of looking at it a year later and you're still working in the same bloody job, you hate it, you despise your boss, the people there you don't like, and you're trying to get out of it, and all you're thinking is, oh, I got to pay my bills, I got to stay here. You justify staying in that job, but you're not doing anything outside that job for you to actually get out of it. 90% of us do this shit. 90%. Get out of it, guys.
10 prospects equals 1 lead. 10 leads equals 5 appointments. 5 appointments equals 1 sale. The process and the law of averages are quite simple. 1 + 2 = 3. Speak to people, set meetings, make sales. Speak to people, set meetings, make money. Don't talk to people about oranges, they're interested in lemons. Find the people that are interested in lemons. Every no is 1 step closer to a yes. I'll go make some money.
You guys understand that? You know, if there's one thing that you all should get involved with before you actually start getting into a side hustle, try to get into sales. Because everything in life is a sale, regardless of what you call it. Oh, I'm convincing my mom. Oh, I have to talk to my husband. Oh, I need to talk to my boss about a raise. Oh, I need to talk to my child. My child's talking to me, manipulating me. Everything is a sales job. Someone is either doing a sales job on you, influencing your brain and your mindset to do something for them, or you're doing it to someone else to get what you want. That's how the world works. Everything is a sales job. But there is an art to selling. Like he said, go talk to 10 people about your product, about what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. Tell them how you can help them, because that's the only thing people care about. What can you do for me?
Key to wealth, master teacher said. Find a way to become a servant of many. That's the key to greatness. Finding a way to become a servant of many. See, the best way to cure your own bills is to be concerned about other people's bills. The best way to get your own car note paid is to worry about other people's car note, not yours. If you worry about yours, it'll be hard to pay. Worry about others, it'll be easy to pay. See, when you get concerned for other people, what can I do to help you and help you and help you and help you? The more people I help, the more return I get, even if it's only a small percentage. People say, well, I'm grateful here. Thanks for helping me here. You just can't believe.
If you cannot sell your item, you're not convincing the person that you're doing something for them. Look at me and you right now. The only reason you're listening to my ass is because you're getting some value from me. And I'm giving you some value. And because you're watching me, YouTube, you're staying on the channel long enough, ads are playing, YouTube benefits. And in turn, pays me a portion of it. But if I wasn't giving you any value, you would have freaking switched off a long time ago. Do you understand how this works? If you're not giving value, no one cares about you. No one cares about how you feel. Give me value. Educate me, entertain me, inform me, or stimulate me. Those are the 4 things people are looking for. Educate, entertain, inform, or stimulate. If you're not doing those 4 things, you're not offering those 4 things, you're wasting my time. Swipe, 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 move on. But it all comes down to the sales job. What are you doing for the person? Cool?
The most important education is primary and secondary. Case closed.
I agree.
Anything after secondary school, you are fooling yourself. Majority of the university today, they are all just wasting their life away. Because many of the courses you are studying is useless. The world is changing.
Yeah.
The day you
Many of the
enter
courses
school,
are useless.
by the time you graduate in 5 years' time, everything you have learned is useless. Over 80% of what you learn in university is useless in the real world. So what are we killing ourselves in university? You don't know any trade, you don't have anything. After you finish 22 years in school, the first letter you write is I beg to apply. So the educational system was programmed to make you a beggar, so that you can be begging for job, because we have people graduating, they can't create job, they are seeking for job. Once you have finished primary school and you have discovered purpose, from primary school you can now say, okay, I'm going to catering school 3 years. Or 2 years. I'm going to tailoring school 2 years. You will now go and study to develop the skill that you have discovered.
And you can become a chef
from that point.
At 13.
Because the courses of the future, most of the courses people are studying now, they are trying to solve yesterday's problem. The courses that will solve tomorrow's problem does not require 4 years. Why? Because certification is almost every 6 months. New things are coming out. So you need between 6 months to 18, 2 years max to be focus on the basics of any skill or career, and then you continue to grow in that career.
What about computer programming?
In fact, that's the simplest one. In 6 weeks, you can start making money.
The man is spitting facts. 2 years of college, that's all you need. Unless it's a serious science. For example, doctor, where you need to learn surgical skills. But anything to do with soft skills, where you don't have to actually be scientifically trained. 2 years max. All the soft sciences, psychology, marketing, and all of this. You can go to any freaking online course right now and get a certificate, and you're good to go. Good to go. Because like he said, education is readily available online for nothing. My wife and I argue about this thing all the time. I have no desire to send my kids to school for 4 years, to college. For what? And it's 2 girls. For what? To teach them what? Psychology? What are you going to do with a psychology degree? Point is that all of these sciences are soft sciences. Most of them are being taken over by AI as we speak. Even lawyers' jobs are being taken over by AI. It's insane. And those of you that bury your heads in the sand and do not study these things and see what's going on, you're going to be the ones in trouble. The best thing you can do is get involved with a trade right now. Because the way the world is working right now, whoo, it's not pretty. I can tell you that, man.
Ed is going crazy over a Zoom cashier in this New York City restaurant. A new restaurant chain with several locations across the city is deploying hostesses from the Philippines on Zoom to help with checkout. Zoom cashiers working abroad are way cheaper than workers in New York City. The minimum wage in New York is $16 per hour compared to the $3.75 average pay in the Philippines. Not to mention, these virtual employees can work at multiple locations at once.
You see what I'm talking about? Zoom cashiers. Zoom cashiers. $16 an hour in New York City. I can outsource that to a Zoom cashier in freaking Philippines for $3. Companies do not care about you. Their only concern is the bottom line. And if they can pay you 1/4 of what they're going to be paying somebody else, what do you think they're going to do? Hire you at $16 because we want to be socially responsible? Hell no. One of the biggest expense on a spreadsheet is employment. They can get that shit down. They're making huge profits. They don't care about you guys. That's why it's important for you guys to understand the employment world that we're now working in. It's not pretty, my friends.
I'm at the world's only 7-star hotel in Dubai, and I'm going to have a 24-karat gold coffee. Let's see how much it costs. I think we're both going to get the gold cappuccino?
Gold cappuccino?
Is it real gold?
It is 24-karat gold.
No way.
It is.
So I'm just going to go and take it and sell it at the gold souk. Where are you from?
Indonesia?
Ah, apa kabar? Siapa namamu?
You really can speak Bahasa?
I live in Bali.
Oh,
yeah.
Baik, nama saya Sylvia.
Here we go, guys. We have a 24-karat gold cappuccino. So all of this came to 400 AED, which is not cheap at all. It tastes just like any other coffee I've ever had. I want my money back. I'm at the world's only 7-star.
It tastes like any other coffee that I've ever had. But I paid $110 for it versus a normal cup of coffee, $5-6. Yeah. Listen, guys, like I said, there are things out there that will suck your money for stupid reasons. He digests those little gold flakes, he poop it out. Simple. Just wasted money. And this is what kills a lot of people and their stupidity. They think that the experiences are so mind-blowing because they've been manipulated by so much marketing and advertising that they feel that they should do it. They feel compelled. That's the power of the sales job. So he had to go spend that money. Those guys are making a killing on this stupid thing. And think about the price of this gold flake that they get. It's nothing. Just to make that coffee, it probably cost them about less than $2. Less than $2. They sell it for $104. Yeah, or was it $110? I can't remember. But point is that it's just ridiculous. Do not get caught with this crap. That is what keeps a lot of people poor. Exactly this. Everybody wants to live the lifestyle that they cannot afford. All right, guys, I'm going to cut this one short now. Listen, I just want you guys to get some education on moving forward financially. I'm going to be doing the Let's Talk Money segment once a week so that I can constantly remind you guys to stay focused. Stay focused on your goal. Don't get stupid. If you stay that course, and in 1 year, if you're still following me, I hope you will be following me in 1 year, then you'll be able to report back to me and say, Brother Paul, I have been listening to you and I have been saving for a year. I have made X amount of money. I have accumulated X amount. I've been investing this amount and I've made money. Thank you. That's all I need from you guys. So guys, listen, if you want to have a chat, get me over on askanolderman.com, book a session. All right. But in the meantime, remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. Okay. See you soon. Cheers.
Let's talk money. Let's talk money. Let's talk money with the older man. He's got the